Okay, so for today's deep dive, we're getting into the data behind Stray Kids' massive global chart domination with their new album, DOIT. It just dropped on the 21st with the double title tracks, Cincinnaurium, and of course the main track, DOIT.
Right. And our mission here is to look at the cold, hard numbers. We need to go beyond just saying it's popular and really unpack the metrics, the sheer speed and the scale of it all. This is a story about acceleration.
And that acceleration was, well, it was immediate. If you look at something like iTunes, the numbers are just staggering.
They really are.
The album topped the iTunes album chart in 37 different regions.
Yeah.
It also secured #1 on both the worldwide and the European iTunes album charts.
And the title track, DOIT, mirrored that success, right?
It did. It hit #1 on the song chart in 20 regions.
See, sweeping all three of those at once, the worldwide album, European album, and worldwide song charts, that isn't just a hit. That's a synchronized global event.
So let's connect that to the sales figures.
Yeah, let's. The album went million seller in just 24 hours. I mean, think about that. Over 1.49 million sales on the very first day. That kind of velocity, it's not just about fan demand.
Right. It points to something else.
It points to an incredibly efficient machine behind the scenes,
Yeah.
one that was ready for that unprecedented volume from day one.
That's a great point. But sales figures, as huge as they are, don't tell the whole story. I think the real story here is about listener intent, and for that, we have to look at Spotify.
We do. And there are two key indicators we need to look at here before the release even happened.
Okay.
First, the Spotify Countdown Chart Global Top 10. This chart is all about user commitment, basically. People promising to listen the moment it drops. Stray Kids topped it for 3 consecutive weeks.
Which is a first for a K-pop group.
A first, exactly. And that brings us to the second indicator.
The pre-saves.
The pre-saves. They were the first K-pop act to ever surpass 1 million pre-saves on that Spotify countdown. A pre-save is like a digital pre-order. It's a clear, quantifiable metric showing just how eager people were.
And when the tune finally did hit, they absolutely confirmed that eagerness.
No question.
DOIT landed at #11 on Spotify's daily top songs global chart with, over 3.33 million streams? But for me, the most important stat is the U.S. market.
Ah, yes. The U.S. chart.
The track jumped all the way to #13 on the U.S. daily chart. Their previous peak was #49.
And that jump from 49 to 13 is honestly more significant than the 37 iTunes charts.
Why do you say that?
Because the U.S. streaming market is just so competitive and, frankly, resistant to non-English songs. That leap suggests it's not just the core fan base listening on repeat, it's real penetration into the broader general audience.
We should also quickly touch on the visuals because they're fueling all this.
Mhm.
The DOIT music video shot straight to #1 on YouTube's worldwide trending.
And the concept of them as modern-day sentient, the Korean mythical hermits, is just so visually interesting. It has that global appeal.
It absolutely does.
And they're keeping the momentum going. Later today, they're dropping the DOIT remixes package. And it's not just an instrumental. It's 6 tracks overdrive, turbo, sped up, slowed down versions. It's a very smart play to capture different moods and, work the algorithms.
So when you put it all together, what does this mean for you, the listener? This isn't just a K-pop group having a good release week. This is a textbook example of multi-platform global domination.
It is.
You've got the traditional sales, the instant iTunes impact, and then these really sophisticated anticipation metrics on Spotify, like the pre-saves.
The sources all show the praise for the music is there and the metrics back it up. But if you take a step back, the really interesting question is about that U.S. chart jump from 49 to 13. Considering how hard that market is to crack, what does a rise like this truly tell us about the globalization of K-pop beyond the acts that are already household names in the West? That's the strategic question you should be thinking about.